Hello, YouTubers. NFL Predictor 316 here alongside
Russell Dipper 316.
NFL Week 3, and it's going along pretty nice for me. I'm 8-2 for the day, 9-2 if you count Thursday. So these evening games, I'm not doing too well, but yeah.
Let me ask you real fast. How did that Detroit Lions Green Bay Packers game go?
That was one of the two losses of the week, but maybe relying too much on Aaron Rodgers to get the job done every week is a little bit too much. And I guess the Lions, and being a divisional game, it was. You gotta
watch them Lions. You gotta watch them Lions.
So we got some headlines for you, some important players and after that we've got the United Champions. A little talk about that as the WWE has their pay-per-view tonight.
About to start within the hour.
And so started off with the Chargers defense really impressing me with their victory against the Bills there in New York. Early morning game. I was very impressed, and that pushes them to 2-1 to start off the season, which like you say, isn't that pretty surprising to have a winning record?
Yeah, for San Diego it is. They tend to get hot about mid-season. They do like this little win-out kind of deal and kind of squeak in most years, And being hot this early in the season for San Diego looks promising for them. Looks like they might be real contenders for the Broncos.
I can tell you why. It's mainly because they got rid of Norv Turner, A.J. Smith. They got that old blood out. They got the new blood in. Very young, offensive-minded head coach, along with the general manager that's doing pretty good on their drafts. They're very young, and they've got them looking pretty good for the years to come, I believe, and it's good for them to start off good.
It's definitely a relief for San Diego fans, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and Bengals fans are enjoying the offensive creativity and outpour in their 33-7 win this morning as well.
Trouncing.
I saw Andy Dalton getting a touchdown reception from a creative little play. I was like, wow,
Pulling some trickery in Cincinnati.
So if you had him on fantasy, you might be seeing some different points from him. So
some unexpected points.
Then the Ravens, also in the same division as the Bengals, pulling off a squeaker against, a surprising team in the Browns with a 23-21 victory. YouTube viewers out there, I'd like to know, do you think that the Cleveland Browns this season are for real, or are they just like every other Browns team has been for the past 10 years or so? Please be sure to comment down below. Let us know. We'll comment back. Hey, we might even mention what you have to say on our next videos. So with that being said, I'll let you have the next game, which was that Lions one against Green Bay.
Like I said in your prediction video, or the other ICT video, was that the Lions are a team to watch out for. They're not consistent enough to be real contenders or be real serious contenders, but they can get hot and they can surprise a lot of teams. With the way Green Bay's kind of stumbled off and on, they're kind of the roll of the dice kind of team. I just saw Detroit picking up.
It might be a little bit too much on Aaron Rodgers' shoulders. He needs a little bit more from the defense. They ain't getting those turnovers like before, and that field change that he's used to. He's having to start from deep in his territory, and they're having a lot more 3-and-outs. So it's not characteristic of Green Bay, so I'm going to have to take a look at them and be less likely to be picking them so haphazardly like I have been. But the team that I did pick and definitely put the best performance I saw today on tape, the Colts. They exploded for 44 points over the Jags. And I say, yeah, the Jags, but the Jags defense isn't a joke, as some would say. They're actually on the rise, and it was really just a dominant performance by the Colts all around. I don't know if you checked that game out or saw any highlights.
I did see a few highlights of that game, and I was impressed by the play out of Andrew Luck. I mean, he's a pretty good quarterback. You know, Colts seem to have all the pieces in play. They know what they're aiming for, even without Peyton Manning. So.
Peyton who, right?
Yeah, Peyton who, exactly. That guy's not existing in Indianapolis anymore, but. You know, the Andrew Luck, he's definitely a guy that you'd like to have on your fantasy.
And that's another thing, YouTube viewers, if you'd like to comment whether Andrew Luck is making people think Peyton who, or whether or not Peyton could be doing what he's doing now with the Broncos simply in the Colts. So whether or not they made a too brash of a move, let us know. I believe they made the right move. You know, it's good to go young and get him going, and he'll, as long as he's healthy and doesn't get a very bad injury, he'll be here for another 10 or so more years. You know, beasting like he has been, I believe.
Well, looking at the NFL as it sits currently, where we're sitting, you know, we got the Colts at 12 and Seahawks at 20, and Peyton's getting the ball back. So let's see if he can drive down the field and get that 2-point conversion and tie the game. It's going to be definitely the last good minute of football, probably some highlightable minutes.
Let's run through a few more real quick so we can get through here. We got the Patriots went over the Raiders in a close one. It didn't seem a high-powered 16-9. Then the Saints finally found the win column along with the Giants. The Saints won 20-9, and the Giants won 30-17. The Eagles remain undefeated this season with the 37-34 victory over the Redskins. The Cowboys continue their winning ways in a nail-biter over the Rams, 34-31. I was wrong with the Chiefs losing, so it looks like I will have 3 losses, and I'm not too sure on the 49ers whether or not they lost against the Cardinals, and if so, then the Cardinals remain undefeated as well.
The Rams story, unanswered points.
Yes.
Unanswered points.
And Andrew Luck, like he was saying, 31 of 39 for 370 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rashad Jennings, 176 yards, 1 touchdown. His yards per carry average, 5.2. And the Redskins wide receiver duo of Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson was 16 catches combined for 255 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, with that being said, we've got the Night of Champions tonight, and I'll let you start that off with some of your thoughts going in.
Well, going into the Night of Champions, we're going to start off on the pre-show with Chris Jericho and Randy Orton. Now, probably not going to be a real memorable match, but entertaining, you know, to say the least, I'm sure. These are very good wrestlers, and I think they'll put on a good match
to get you in your seat and
get,
keep you down.
Get you ready to go, you know.
Make sure you got your concessions and everything.
That's right. And, you know, just a kind of a deal here. I think that Orton will win. You know, Jericho's kind of aging out. Orton's still got years, you know, left.
How do you feel, viewers, as well as you, Wrestle Dipper, of Orton being pushed basically in a little span from the face and the mainstay to now being the pre-show guy? Wow.
Yeah. What I contribute that to? No. I think Orton's still their guy. They just he doesn't get over with the fans like they want. There's not a Daniel Bryan. He doesn't have the I mean, he has charisma, but not like Daniel Bryan. You know, he's real dry. He's a stale champion. You know. Kind of one of the shockers, you know, moving forward in the night is that Roman Reigns is out. He was planning on having a match with Seth Rollins, and he actually got hernia surgery, so he's going to be out for some time. So
he's not going to be in the match?
He's not going to be. That match has been canceled.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if they'll put something in its play.
This is a shock even to me. You know, I hope maybe The Rock comes out and just says, you know, the Samoan match must go on, right?
That's
and he says, know your role, and he drops some people's elbow perhaps.
Shut your mouth, you
What do you think they'll fill in? It has to be something.
They'll probably fill in some, maybe R-Truth or something like that. They probably don't have time to plan some. This is just news that happened as of yesterday.
That's sadly.
So. Yeah, sadly for Roman Reigns, he's going to be out. He had a hernia, nothing serious. He had successful surgery, so
Okay.
it's just we'll just move forward on that notion.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have him winning tonight because he's not wrestling. So there you go. But I got some things of my own. I think the tag team champs are going to be dethroned, as well as Paige. I think that Nikki's gonna get that for a new storyline.
Yes.
I think that the Miz is gonna be a new champion as well. But I think Sheamus will continue to be a champ because I don't think that he's in a ability to have pushed for the higher belts.
But Cesaro needs the belt.
He needs a better belt. They both need a better belt, but I think out of the two, Sheamus needs the belt more.
Well, I guess we'll have to see about that one. We disagree on that one, but going on, you got the finale is going to be a Lesnar Cena repeat. And when I mean repeat, I mean repeat. I believe that Lesnar is going to come out and just smash Cena. It's just going to be another night. Again, if you watched my prediction video,
I think Henry will defeat Rusev.
Henry will. Well, it can go 50-50. I predict Rusev to win this just because they want to generate the heat from the whole Russian thing going on, with the United States. So I think they kind of want to generate that heat a little bit. Then Rusev needs to push. Henry's an old seasoned guy, so and with John Cena and Lesnar being a repeat, it's too early for Lesnar to lose the belt. It's not a highlight pay-per-view. It's probably going to be a C pay-per-view. So I don't see Lesnar losing the belt. Not until minimum at least Survivor Series.
Yeah, I would agree that. But NFL viewers out there, the Broncos are trying to make a late rally. They're down 8, 24 seconds left on the clock, and they've got the ball. They're on the Seahawks territory, so we'll keep you perhaps glued in as long as they don't try to eat this one out second by second. And
looking real similar to the way the Raiders were playing earlier. But anyways, I'd like to give a special thanks to my friend here, NFL Predictor 316. He makes great videos. Check him out. We edit them. We do a live. We set up the set and everything. I'm Wrestler Dipper 316. I have a channel as well.
Yes.
We're all part of the ICT Sports Zone, and this is the ICT Sports Zone. So I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. Leave comments. Wrestler 316 out.
Take care.